Hello everybody and welcome back to beautiful New York City. Today on I Travel for Coffee, we have a little something special planned. We are going to visit 12 specialty chain coffee shops. And I'm talking the chains that you see across America and around the world. And we are gonna rank them on a scale of 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest by cappuccino. Why cappuccino? For me, I feel like cappuccinos are the baseline of everything coffee. I feel like the cappuccino is what you can judge a coffee shop off of. That is the drink that you can really tell how good they are or how bad they are. So today, we are gonna do just that by visiting all 12 of these chains. You're probably gonna know a lot of them, but we're gonna rank them truthfully right now.
My name is Mike, and I'm on a mission to find the best coffee that this world has to offer. From coffee roasters to coffee shops and everything in between, this is I Travel for Coffee.
All right, so coffee shop number 1 today is Stumptown. So Stumptown was founded in 1999 in Portland, Oregon. They started there in Portland and they became really a main focus of third wave roasted coffee. So you can now find Stumptown in about a dozen locations here in the United States, as well as in your grocery store. First thing is first, I hate these tops. They're perfectly fine if you're driving in a car, or maybe, just maybe, you're in a rush and you don't want to spill it all over your hands. I'm not a gerbil. I don't want to drink out of this tiny little thing, so first thing is first today, let's pop that top off. All right, first sip of Stumptown going in. Earthy. Earthy is the first word that I would use to describe this. Not chocolatey, just earthy. A little bit more. So Stumptown is an acidic espresso. I've always felt that Stumptown was an acidic espresso. It is also different every time I have a cup of Stumptown. It is never the same. What do we give this? What's the first score of the day? I'm gonna give Stumptown right out of the gates a 4. You can do better, guys. I'm a little disappointed in you, Stumptown. A 4. All right, coffee shop number 2 in the specialty coffee world is Blank Street. So this is a hometown favorite here in New York City, but on the other side of the river in Brooklyn. They got their start with a push cart. Blank Street is now up to over 90 locations in the United States as well as the UK. They got a big push from investors, and social media has really launched Blank Street to what they are today. First things first with this cappuccino, let's pop that top off. They're wildly popular, Blank Street, wildly popular. And I don't quite understand. I'm gonna give this another sip though. It's watered down, it's bland. There's next to no coffee taste whatsoever. Even the milk tastes sour. I don't know, Blank Street, shame on you, you're a 3. All right, the third coffee shop that we are checking out today is Blue Bottle. So this started in the early 2000s in Oakland, California, by a former musician who started roasting coffee beans in a garden shed. So they have now moved on to have locations all over the United States as well as Asia. Let's give this one a try, and I don't know if you noticed, but no top. Nice job, Blue Bottle. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Let's go in for another one. Perfect foam to milk to coffee ratio. 1/3 is kind of what you're looking for when it comes down to a cappuccino. This has a little bit of a darker roast, just like an Italian style cappuccino probably would, but the flavor stands out really, really well. This is a decent chain cappuccino. I would give this a 7. Nice job, Blue Bottle. All right, so coffee shop number 4 is Gregory's. So Gregory's is a homegrown product from right here in Manhattan. In 2006, they started out up close to Park Avenue. They now have over 50 locations in the United States. So first things first, before we dive into this, let's pop that top off. Interesting. So I was not prepared for that. Very earthy, very similar to Stumptown, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think that that was actually better than Stumptown. It is. I feel horrible doing this right now, but I came in with low expectations, I guess. I'm sorry, Gregory. I'm sorry, Stumptown. I'm actually going to give Gregory's a 5. Pretty decent cup of coffee. Not horrible. I would drink that again. A 5 for Gregory's. Let's go to the next one. All right, coffee shop number 5 today is Starbucks. So this probably goes without any explanation. Started in 1971 in Seattle, Washington, and is today the largest coffee company in the world. So first things first with the Starbucks here, let's pop that top off. All right, so apart from it being piping hot, Starbucks is Starbucks. This is a dark, robust, roasted coffee. It always seems to taste the same. Once in a while, you'll get one that is maybe a little off kilter, but this tastes like I expect Starbucks to taste. I have nothing against this. In fact, I really like the new retro look they're going for here. That's actually pretty cool. What do I give this? What's my thoughts on Starbucks? It's middle of the road. This is a 5. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so coffee shop number 6 is Bluestone Lane. They started here in Manhattan in 2013. They now have 60 locations across America. They are Australian themed coffee. So first things first, let's pop that top off. All right, so a good bit of foam on there. Looks like a decently made cappuccino. Let's see how it tastes. Very cocoa powder. It's like a light cocoa powder taste. It's not amazing. It's not horrible. I probably wouldn't go out of my way for it, but it is decent. I would give Bluestone Lane, I'm gonna give him a 5. Go right down the middle. Bluestone Lane, a 5. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next up is Luckin Coffee. So Luckin, founded in China in 2017. This is really known as the Starbucks of China. They have almost 30,000 locations, most in Asia. They entered the US market in 2025. First things first, this was only $2.50. Wrap your head around that when all the others were well into the 5. The size is gigantic, so not your normal cappuccino size. Let's go ahead and pop this top off and see what we think. Good bit of foam on there. Let's give it a taste. Okay. Extremely similar to Starbucks. It has that Starbucks type taste to it. I'm gonna take another sip here. The milk is sweeter. It has a sweeter taste. I don't know if it's a different style of milk they're using. It just comes across as a little sweet. That, to me, docks it a little bit because I just don't really care for the sweet taste that much. If I were to rank this, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 today. It's not absolutely amazing. It's not horrible. Honestly, if the milk had been normal, I think I would put this in a 5, maybe even a 6, but I can't get past the milk taste, so 4 for Luckin. Starting in 1995 in Chicago, Intelligentsia is the next one up. These are hard to find. The only one really in New York City is over by the High Line. It's actually been here for 30 years, but finding a freestanding is hard. You will find cafes serving Intelligentsia, but this is the only real freestanding that there is. So let's dive in. They're really popular in grocery stores. Let's try out Intelligentsia. Again, an earthy espresso. Their main espresso, I believe, is their Black Cat espresso. I'm pretty sure that's what they're using in this. It's good, really well balanced, really good taste to it. I'm gonna give Intelligentsia a 6. All right, coffee shop number 9, La Colombe from Philadelphia, started in 1994. They're known for their draft lattes. You probably see them in supermarkets. They also sell their beans, and you can find them nationwide in major cities. First things first, let's pop that top off. All right, good bit of foam on there. Looks nice. It's got the dove on it, which is actually what it means. Let's give it a taste. That's good. That has a very, very deep espresso taste that mixes perfectly with the milk. Gonna go in for another sip here. Super good. I actually love that. That might be a very, very high contender for the top today. I am going to give them an 8. La Colombe, an 8. Nice job, Philly. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we are down to the final 3, and number 10 is La Cabra. So La Cabra started in Denmark in 2012. They now have locations all over the world, in Europe, Asia, as well as North America. This is the most popular spot we have been all day. The wait was about 10 to 15 minutes for this cappuccino, but was it worth it? Let's take a look. Looks pretty, looks nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Again, really, really good espresso pull. This is earthy, but also a dark chocolatey taste with the earthy taste. First of that we have had today. Gonna go in for one more sip. Really good, popular for a reason. I would give this a 7. La Cabra, 7, decent cup of cappuccino. Let's go to the next one. All right, started in 2014 in Kyoto, Japan. This is our next to the last stop. This is Percent Arabica. They can be found across the world at this point, and they have a lot of locations, including here in the United States. So nice look at that. No top to pop. Let's go ahead and try it out. A sweet espresso that mixes so well with the milk. This is a very well-made cappuccino. I'm gonna go in for one more drink here. So smooth, just a little acidity. That is absolutely delicious. I would give Percent Arabica an 8. That is a good cup of coffee. Let's move on to the last location in Brooklyn. Let's go. This is Dayglow Coffee Roasters over in Brooklyn. They were founded in 2017 in the Los Angeles Silver Lake District. Let's dive into this cappuccino. But first, let's pop that top off. Really fruit forward. That is an insanely fruit forward cup of coffee. I'm gonna go in for one more drink of that. Really fruity. I mean, that is the fruitiest coffee that we have had today. It's super good. What would I give that? I'm gonna give it a 7. So not quite an 8 like the other two. And that means that 8 is the highest score of the day today. And that goes to La Colombe as well as Percent Arabica. So from Philly, from Kyoto, those are your 2 top coffees of the day. If you like this type of content, I ask that you like, subscribe, follow along in the channel. We try to do all different types of things coffee, usually in destinations. As always, coffee connects us. It brings us together. So sit down with somebody, have a cup of coffee, and just talk for a while. This is I Travel for Coffee. See you, everybody. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's like sweetened condensed milk, but it's not. It's almost like evaporated milk taste or like a powdered milk taste. It's not a normal milk.
Canned milk.
Maybe canned. I don't know what it is, man. It's not, I mean, it's probably just regular milk, but I don't know. It destroys it. I don't know what it is.
Non-pasteurized milk.
Yes. Yeah. Bad cows. That's probably what it is. Probably bad cow milk.
Bad cow milk.
Yeah. Yeah, like Bad Bunny, but bad cow. But Bad Bunny's good. Bad cow, not good. Yep. Bunnies can be bad, but cows can't be bad.
Bunny milk.
So it's possible that it is bunny milk. Do you ever milk a bunny?
No, they milk the duck in the rain.
Luckin, more like ducking.